All right. Well, Tampa Bay may have won the game, but Taylor Heineke won all of our hearts. Man, this game was so much more fun than it had any right to be. I mean, you have a Tampa Bay offense that was rolling, a dynamic offense with Brady at the helm, versus a Washington team with their fourth quarterback that they've gone with this season. Again, there's no reason for this game to have been this competitive, and yet it was. And I'll give, obviously, credit to Tampa Bay for winning this game. They pulled it off, final score 31-23. In what is the first Tampa Bay postseason win, I didn't realize this, since when they won the Super Bowl, back in January of 2003. I was 4 the last time Tampa Bay won a playoff game. And I was shocked. I thought for sure they would have won something, because they've been bad for the most part, but they've had some success. No playoff wins. That is crazy to me. Sup, Aiden? I'm shocked that this is the first Tampa Bay win. And give credit to Tampa Bay, they played well in this game. I will get to Tampa Bay, though, in a second. Taylor Heineke, man, he played well. He played really well. I was expecting nothing from him. I mean, we haven't seen him, so I expected nothing from him. I'm like, all right, here we go. This is probably going to be a blow up for Tampa Bay. And it started off that way. As the game went on, he was making a lot of big plays. The rushing touchdown, Bills Mafia. I saw some of the photos, man. They were enjoying it. But the rushing touchdown that Heineke had, where he gets out of all those guys and is able to run, that was fantastic. It was just like the Josh Allen touchdown that we had saw earlier today. It was fun, and then he threw a beautiful touchdown to Sims to keep the game close there. And for a second, I was like, is Washington actually going to pull this off? Because Washington outscored Tampa Bay 16-13 here in the second half. And I was like, maybe they'll pull something out, but Tampa Bay built up too much of a lead there in the first half. He did have the pick in the second quarter, which was really costly. That led right to the Godwin touchdown. And I will say that Chris Godwin, except for the touchdown, awful today. 4 drops, first time that's happened. First time I think a player has had 4 drops in a game since I think 2007. So he was first player with 4 drops in a playoff game since Brian Westbrook in January of 2007 against the Saints. Godwin had 4 drops in his entire career, and then today. I want a top 10 quarterback, maybe top 5, maybe. He's definitely top 10 quarterback. I don't know about top 5, but he's definitely top 10. We talked about that earlier today on the show. God Brady with another win. Unbelievable. It's amazing to me that this guy has been this good for this long. I brought it up. I forgot what the stat was, but I think this was like the 18th or 19th straight season that Tom Brady hadn't made the playoffs, which is incredible to think about. Just how his longevity here. Another win for the Tampa Bay here, and he played well. And if it wasn't for Godwin's drops, he would have done. The guy threw for 381 yards against Chase Young and Washington, who actually has a pretty nice defense. And he tore him to shreds. It's unbelievable, man. Okay, with this, I'm in awe of what this guy. And yeah, Mahomes is the best quarterback right now. But if we're talking all time, you got it, but Brady's still up there because what is that? Again, the longevity that this guy is 43, 45, and he's still just balling every game. And nobody even asked, is he going to retire? Because when? And we thought with New England, okay, Brady's reached his peak. And I'm not saying Brady reached a peak this year, but Brady stepped it up again. Washington. Washington. Yeah, so impressive one for Washington there. Mike Evans looked good. Antonio Brown, what a redemption. I don't know if it's a redemption story because he still might be a terrible person. But in terms of playing the game where we all thought he was out of the league last year, it comes back this year, and with every week gets better with Tampa Bay. Scores another touchdown here for them this week. But yeah, that was all they needed, and Tampa Bay gets the win there again. Started off scoring well early in the half. Again, Brady, excellent on offense. The Tampa Bay defense was not very good. They did allow 300 yards to a 4-stringer. But yeah. They did enough on offense, which is all they need. Tampa Bay's offense has been really good here, especially here in the second half of the season, and they continue with 31 points here in this game. Brady's literally immortal. Yes. What happened to the Seahawks? They don't know how to play offense at all. Disappointed by Washington. I'm not really. We went to this game. I think most of us thought this was going to be a Tampa Bay win. Tampa Bay does not cover the spread. The spread was 8.5. And Tampa Bay wins by 8. I don't think one spread was covered today. Yeah, I don't think even not one spread was covered today because the Bills were favored by 7, I think it was, and they won by 3. The Seahawks were favored and they lose to the Rams, right? And the Buccaneers were favored by 8.5 and they won by 8. So no, if you bet favorites today like I did, you got completely crushed. I think I bet 2 underdogs tomorrow. Watch, no underdogs tomorrow, but. I wasn't expecting too much out of Washington. And this was a great year for Washington, regardless of everything that happened. The Freeman, you got to admit it was closer than anyone predicted. The Freeman, I don't know. The stream's still going on, but it was much closer than the Dream. Okay, it was much closer than anyone thought it would be. Again, it was closer barely in Vegas because people thought Vegas had it at an 8.5 and it was by 8, so it was closer. I expected him to blow him out, but no, Washington kept them in this game, especially late in the fourth quarter. I'm like, I was at a point I was thinking, is Washington going to win this game? But then the Buccaneers, Patriots, had a nice drive there late. Succop kicks the field goal, and then Washington needs to score a touchdown late. They're not able to do it. And Tampa Bay 500 total yards of offense here in this game. And that was all they needed there. So again, for Washington, I'm not going to criticize them. Look, they were the best team in a terrible division. They were not very good, but again, they benefited from having that awful division. It's a great story. Again, Ron Rivera, all of his, getting through cancer. I don't know if he's cancer free, but I think he's finished all of his cancer treatment. I don't know if he's cancer free. Hope he is. I'm not a doctor, so we'll need a doctor here to tell me. And Alex Smith, obviously the broken leg, he comes back, makes it to the playoffs. Like if you're a Washington fan, I don't think you have anything to be ashamed of this year. You have one thing to be ashamed of. You're a terrible owner, who you will always have a right to be ashamed of. The worst owner in football. There's a couple choices there, but he's right up there. But if you're a Washington fan, though, you should be proud of your team this year, the way they played. You should be proud of the quarterback play, the coaching, for the most part. Going forward on 2 against the Giants, maybe not bad, but other than that, for the most part, a very good year by the coach. Defense, Chase Young. A Washington team that you can see take some steps maybe next year. And maybe you found your franchise quarterback, maybe, but it's one game. But he did play well, so we'll see what Heineke's future is. If he's that, he looked better, I feel like, than any Washington quarterback did this entire year. Better than Smith, Haskins, or Allen. So, I'm wondering how the NFL is going to treat this whole thing with Washington here. But the Washington quarterback was great, though. He was great. Poor Phil Rivers, the quarterback, has 2 Super Bowl. Lizzie wins in kid count. Eli and maybe been having nothing on Rivers on kid count. Exactly. And he has 1 less alleged rape than men. No, actually, it was whatever. I'm not. I thought it was like either a rape or sexual assault. I don't want to get into the difference. Whatever. I don't want to. Yes, but Phil Rivers has never done anything like that, so good for him. But yeah, he does destroy it in terms of kids. He's way more than Eli and Ben. But yeah, that might be the end of his career there. A wide receiver and quarterback would go along with Washington. Yes, that would certainly help them. Get some help there for Heineke or Smith, whoever. That's going to probably do the worst. I don't go read about him and his many deeds. Oh, I have read about him and his many deeds, and he can whatever. Wildcard player of the game. That Heineke got his game ball despite a heartbreaking loss to the Bucks. Yeah. Again, with all the circumstances that we didn't know he was going to start until today, and comes in there against Tom Brady, and he doesn't outplay Tom Brady, but he makes it close against Tom Brady. So I give him complete and total credit for how well he played in this game, and the big plays that he made, and the nice throws, the touchdown there late, the passing touchdown, the rushing touchdown. He was excellent for parts of this game, so I give him total credit for that. But yeah, it wasn't enough. But again, no one expected Washington to beat Tampa here in this game. I think somebody was it Yimmy who said that Washington was going to beat? I don't want to put words in your mouth, Yimmy, but I think you might have said Washington would beat Tampa. If not, then I apologize. It's been a long day, so but somebody did here. Somebody in my comment section did. Tyler Hero is a god. I don't know what Tyler Hero did. Did Tyler Hero do something today? Did the Heat play? I don't know, but if he did, I missed it because I was watching Miami. Oh, Miami played 128, 124. What did Hero have? Did Hero hit a basket? Oh, Hero had 31. Okay, yeah, so he's good. But again, I'm not gonna kill Washington here because they played so well despite all the bad things that happened here. So good job out of them. And yeah, just credit to them for fighting in this game, and we'll see how they do next year. I'd like to see the Giants get better next year, but they have a whole offseason to figure that out. And for Tampa, yeah, they move on. They're Tom Brady to another divisional round in the playoffs after a 1-year hiatus. Heineke's escaping diving touchdown was amazing. That was, I don't know if it was the play of the day, because there were a lot of good plays. Like any of the Josh Allen plays, the pick six in the Rams-Seahawks game. But yeah, this was right up there in terms of most impressive plays there. One more nitpick about the game. I'm okay with the fact that Mike Tirico was in it, but gosh, it was so annoying the 1.5 second that he was off. And I know why they can't do that, but gosh, when I have to watch a game and the 1.5 seconds is off, it's just I would give it up. It might be less annoying, but I would work on that like if NBC or somebody could like slow the gameplay down, like make the gameplay at home like a second and a half slower or something like that, or second and a half, so that we can see Mike Tirico calling it in real time. Because it's just annoying when I'm saying catch, second half, touchdown. Call it by Tirico. So that was the one thing. Tyler Hero will be the face of the NBA. He's a perfect human. I don't know if he'd be the face of the NBA, but he's darn good. I believe Tyler Heineke will be starting next season. I mean, that's about as good of a guess. I don't know what Smith's future is. Heineke, we'll have to see. But yeah, I think he might be the front runner right now heading into the 2021 Washington starting QB battle there. But yeah, I should point out, if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single week. We'll be back tomorrow. We have 3 live shows tomorrow on all 3 wildcard games. The Ravens-Titans, the Browns-Steelers, which is the 8 o'clock game here, and then the 4 o'clock game, which is Bears and Saints. So we're gonna have reactions to all 3 of those games. And yeah, that's they're showing it right now here on the NBC. They're doing the post game. Okay, I'll change the channel here. I'm gonna change the channel. So crazy thing, yeah, 15 years of Sunday Night Football, but whatever. So yeah, I'll have a reaction tomorrow to all 3 of those games. We'll have a reaction to the Monday night game, the Monday night championship game between Ohio State and Alabama. So I'll have that. Bunch of things right now that we are working on. So stay tuned for this channel for all of the latest. So yeah, I'll keep going. If you guys have any questions here, let's talk about it. Talk about whatever you want to talk about here in this game, especially anything. We covered. I can basically break down a game for like in 10 minutes, but I can always go further. Again, looking at the big stories from this game, it looks like we thought Steven Montez was going to come back in the game because we thought Heineke was hurt, but Heineke came out. We didn't have to see Montez. Tony Dungy was trending. I'm scared to know what people said. Okay, I'm seeing somebody say Mike Tirico's boring. Like, darn it. So I don't know. But yeah, Dungy's great. Or not Dungy, Tirico. Tirico's fantastic, and it was great to hearing him on the call. Not gonna lie, Washington needs a name, and they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Well, actually, I think it was better this year they got rid of the name. They had more success without the name. I'm hoping that I hate the name Washington Football Team. I hate it. I call them the Washington to be determined here on the show. So, because just give them a name. You sound like a soccer team. Give them Washington somethings. Washington Pigskins. I don't care. Washington. If you really want to continue the offensiveness, go Washington Pocahontas. But no, you probably won't do that. Just do something, anything. Just change the name. What's gonna go on, Jeremy? Who's trying to get back to the NBA? Cool, whatever. Sandy's been gone for a while now, but whatever you want to do, I'm cool with it. Wasn't doing an interception. It was bad. What is going on? Rams upset. Saw that. Yeah, Russell Wilson threw a bad interception. I mean, I don't even know if it was a bad interception. It was just a great play. It was a great pick 6 by the Rams. I think it was more great play than bad interception. But those NFL. Yeah, they're watching here on TV. It was a fantastic interception. By the way, it was remarkable how he was able to figure out that play. A defense carries Rams to win over Seahawks in Seattle. Darn right, because it wasn't the offense. So this was the first Super Wildcard weekend. Washington almost beat Brady's. You can go with that. Again, there's a couple names here. Again, I've always thought if you want to pay tribute to your franchise, you can do the Washington Gibbs. The only reason why you have 3 Super Bowls is because of Joe Gibbs. The first of the Super Wildcard Weekend days, and I hate that name too, Super Wildcard Weekend. Why can't we just stick with Wildcard Weekend? I don't understand it. Let me actually move the microphone here. You guys might want to hear me better. But because I was listening back and the audio wasn't as great, so some of you might want to hear me with like more crisp and clear and not like an echo. But with Washington here, it's they're gonna have to get rid of it. Oh yeah, the Wildcard Weekend. I don't like the name Super Wildcard Weekend. It just sounds dumb to me. I don't get it. Like just Wildcard Weekend's fine. Why do we need to add the Super into it? Like it's just not everything needs to be Super NFL. Just Wildcard Weekend, that's fine. But yeah, they had that. And for the first day, pretty good. I mean, we had 2 really good games. The third one was boring as heck. But all the games were close at least in some way. I mean, 2 of them were one possession. There was no blowouts. All 3 games were within 10 points. So, that's exciting there. And then we get the 3 games tomorrow. We get Ravens-Titans, which I'm looking forward to seeing, how Lamar and that hot offense goes up against Tennessee and Derrick Henry. Bears-Saints, which I expect New Orleans to win that game, but that'll be interesting. Okay, what Chicago does here. And then Browns and Steelers, which probably the most hyped up game of the week. Because it's those 2, it's the rivals, it's Cleveland. There's some excitement about it here. This was supposed to, who would you want to see win the Super Bowl? Titans or the Bills? eh, I don't know. Both are cool. I guess Buffalo, since they haven't won one, I guess that'd be nice. Russell Wilson graduated from University of Eli with a turnover degree. Yeah, but Russell Wilson isn't. I mean, that was a bad. I really don't think that was a terrible. I just think it was an incredible defensive play. But this was supposed to be a blowout, and it turned out to be the best game of the day. I don't know. Bills and Colts was pretty good too. I don't know. This game was exciting. This game did have some nice excitement to it. Just thinking about how close this game was, how competitive it was. So it's something to think about there. But I enjoyed this game from start to finish. It was fun to watch, and it was cool seeing Washington being that good and making the game that close. Let me just get a water here. No, again, I have no bottles. I just stick with a cup. I'll put it all the way over here. But again, for the first wild card day here in the NFL, I enjoyed it, and the more I think about it, the more I think I'm kind of glad that we have the 3 wild cards. I don't think I want 16 teams in the playoffs. I'm cool at 14 now. The one other problem with 14 is that the more teams you put in, the less good the teams get. The less competitive, I guess it gets, because there's worse teams in there. So I think I'm okay with 14. I don't want 16. But we'll probably go to 16 one day because the NFL is greedy. Wilson is a turnover machine, means no NFL MVP domination. I guess so. Bills Colts, is the Colts beating themselves up. But yeah, they at least kept it close there. Again, Colts came back there on the 4th. The Colts were driving. Once again, we had Philip Rivers driving down the field late in a game with one score. It was a one-score game. Like, how many times have we seen that in his career? And that might be the last time we see it. So that was cool. But yeah, outside of that, nothing really else. I don't know. The other games were cool too. Hold on, okay. Do you think Tom Brady can bring them to another championship? By the way, I should point out, guys, that my Wi-Fi looks like it's not particularly great right now. So again, if it goes out any minute now, you'll notice. But I am hearing we're going to get a new Wi-Fi thing in a couple days. So hopefully we will have less of me completely going out and less of me shutting off completely. So hopefully here in the next couple days the Wi-Fi will get fixed. Do you think Tom Brady can bring them to another championship? I think he can because of his experience, because of Tampa Bay's offense, because of Bruce Arians. I can totally see it. I don't think they're the best team in the NFC though. I think there's better teams in this NFC. There is Green Bay. There is New Orleans. There is Green Bay. There is New Orleans. Okay, that wasn't me. I don't know what the heck there was a sound. Green Bay, New Orleans are probably slightly better than Tampa Bay. So those are probably the 2 teams that I would keep my eye on there. But it's good. It is Tom Brady though. It is Tom Brady. All right, before we go. Or not before we go, but I do want to go over the FanDuel Sportsbook odds right now about as we are again now. As it is now here, Josh Allen, by the way, the youngest with 300 passing yards and a 70% completion percentage. He breaks the record that was held by Andrew Luck. So, a bright future here. I do want to go over the odds right now in the NFL right now for the Super Bowl because Kansas City's 2-1. Green Bay's 4-1, 4.5-1. Buffalo's 5.5-1. New Orleans and Tampa Bay are 7.5-1. So you know what? I should give Vegas is saying New Orleans and Tampa Bay are about the same in terms of quality. So they have about the same amount of chance. So yeah, keep an eye out there for Tampa Bay and New Orleans. I just pointed with the Washington New England team. I picked a 2-1. I don't keep track of my picks anymore. I don't care. It was just a bad year for me with picks. So I really invested time with it, and picks just ended up being awful. Bucks did slaughter the Packers though. They did. I remember that game. That was supposed to be fun, but I don't know. Is that gonna happen all the time here? I don't know. Rutgers keeps losing. Yeah, I didn't do a video on Rutgers today, but yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do a Rutgers video today, but yeah, it was rough losing Ohio State again. I was also busy with other things. Honestly, this whole week has just thrown off my entire I had an idea of what I was gonna do, and then Wednesday happened, and that completely changed. I was completely not interested in sports anymore. But yeah, now here for the last couple of days, I'm getting back into the sports mode, and I'll be working on videos tomorrow. So, but yeah, I hope I get new Wi-Fi. Yes, I hope so too. Again, we're supposed to get here in a couple of days, and hopefully after they improve that, then we should be back to great quality and never have to worry about the Wi-Fi going down. Because yeah, it'll just go off at the worst times. Let's go Texas basketball. Did Texas win today? I mean, again, I know Texas fan here. That's fine. Texas basketball. I'm googling it right now. Oh, today they beat West Virginia 72-70. Nice. Oh, didn't they have that cool story? Andrew Jones? Yeah, Andrew Jones. Diagnosed with leukemia. 3 years later comes back and it's a game winner in a game. So good for him. Today we realized that the Seahawks are underrated. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They were good at the beginning of the year, and then just something happened. The offense was not enough, and now that's not happening. But all right, I am back. Sorry, again, it's not looking great. All right, so rip. Yeah. Oh no, it's back. It's back. I have risen. On the third day, Frankie will rise. It's just how I roll here, apparently. So, yeah. Something, I don't know what happened with Seattle, man, but it was just not working. New York is just a depressing sports city. It used to be great. And now we do the Yankees. The Mets are going to get better. We didn't get to talk about the Francisco Lindor trade, which I think is fantastic. I mean, this is not the first person saying it. I think the Francisco Lindor trade is fantastic for the Mets. Really get his presence in there, his bat. I think that will add to them. I think the Mets are going to be so much better this year. Mets and Yankees both going to be competitive. And you know what? The Knicks haven't been terrible this year. They probably eventually will, but New York is probably... The Knicks right now aren't garbage, so for now. The Nets, I think, will have a pretty good year. And then, the Jets, there's no hope for them. And the Giants, we'll see. My Colts did deserve to lose to the Bills in the AFC Wildcard game. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not the Colts. The Colts had a fine season, but there was somebody who was just better. And that was Buffalo. So, somebody on, I forget which website said it, but somebody put the Colts perfectly. He said, the Colts' biggest strength is that they have no weakness. Their biggest weakness is that they have no strength. And that is, they are just a fine team. They are just they're the definition of decent. But, and they were able to carry that decent. But, in the playoffs, you need to be extraordinary, and they weren't extraordinary in anything. So. All right. All right, I'm back. Okay, back again. Taylor Heinicke's incredible play has Washington fans bashing Dwayne Haskins. I'm fine with them bashing Dwayne Haskins because Dwayne Haskins was pretty bad for Dwayne Haskins was pretty bad for Washington. So I'm cool with them if they want to. And the Cubs lost Schwarber. Yeah, that was supposed to. The Cubs. What is it with the Cubs just deciding all of a sudden we're just going to get rid of everything? And that's just going to make that 2016 team even more historic. Is the fact that nobody else in that 2016 team, that was a wonderful team in 2016. And then they decided let's get rid of everything, let's move on from everything. I mean, and if you're a Cubs fan though, yeah, you would have wanted more titles. You would have thought there would be more titles, but you know what? Be thankful for the one. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to end this soon, just because the Wi-Fi is just absolutely just dying on a branch. But I'm gonna keep going as long as I don't know what the problem is. Sometimes it falls flat. Try being a Toronto fan. We only get a championship every 30 years. Yeah. Well, I'm trying. Yeah, 92. No, yeah, 93, and then 2019. Yeah, 36. No, that's 26. Okay, 26 years. So, and the Maple Leafs haven't won anything in a while. So. And you have no NFL team, so yeah, I get it. I mean, at least as a New York fan, my last championship was 2012. I was thinking back to 2011, 2012, I was thinking back to times before this one that I enjoyed more. It seems like every year before 2015 was pretty cool, and now we're just sad and we're just all so angry. God darn it. But actually, I've had personal pretty good years. It's just the world around me. Boy. You guys have any other comments here? I know I'm going in and out, but do you guys have any other comments here? It's just not going well. But I'm trying to really break down here much of this game, and no, again, we covered most of it. Right now I'm just looking at the thing, the Wi-Fi just go back and forth. Leafs are terrible. Yeah, they have been, but. Again, I have not watched much hockey, so I cannot tell you whether or not the Leafs are great or fantastic. I know the Leafs exist, But I know they haven't been very good. But I can't tell you on a year-by-year basis how they're doing. I know the Lightning won the Stanley Cup. I know that because I watched the end of the NHL. I watched the end of that this past year. Because I was like, oh, you know what, I might as well get into this. But yeah, And it's hockey, not in my repertoire. Hold on. Do you think the reason why Washington lost was because Alex Smith didn't play? No, I don't think it would have mattered. I think whether Washington played, whether it was Smith or Hinkie, I don't think it mattered because Tampa Bay was just too good. I don't think whether or not that would have mattered at all. Is his play, but Tampa Bay was just too good, man. I don't think Smith again and Hinkie played well. Hinkie played well. Hinkie, whatever his name is, played well. Come on, man. Phil Rivers is done. Needs to go. Let the young man play their ways. It took over the time. Grim Phoenix. For some reason, I was getting Grim Phoenix Part 2. For some reason, I got you confused with Harry Potter. But that's Order of Phoenix. It's Order of Phoenix and definitely Hallows Part 2. I get that confused. LA Rams trying to complete the trifecta. Yeah, it would be. It'd be the Reds. It'd be the It'd be the Dodgers. It'd be the Lakers, and it'd be the Rams. I think it'd be the first time that I think Detroit in like 1935 or 45 won 3 championships. So that's the last time. It has not happened since. So we'll see if it happens this time. The Patriots almost did it in 07 because they had the Celtics won, the Red Sox won, but the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl. That's the last time. And yeah, since then it's not been the same for New England. But actually, no. What am I saying? New England wins all the time. I don't care. Seems like Cooper Kupp will be playing for the Rams. Yeah, seems like it. Seems like that's what's gonna happen. They're showing Andrew Jones right now on the TV. Diagnosed with leukemia in 2018. So good for him. Good for Kupp there. Gosh. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's game should be good. Tomorrow's game should be really exciting. Please put Jacoby Brissett in for next season. Rivers is done already. Our season is over. Yeah. I think it's probably gonna be time to move on from Rivers here. Just looking at the situation here, he's showing his best. If he wants to play though, you can keep him. But after that, yeah, I think it's time probably to move on from Brissett, or move on to Brissett, and let's see what the kid can do. And yeah, we did hear about John Wolford. We heard that he was fine. We heard he was smiling. So it looks like after he went to the hospital, so it looks like he's fine. At least I hope. I was sitting there going, like, what kind of neck injury? I was like, okay, concussion. Then they said neck, and I'm like, gosh, how bad was the hit? But he wasn't paralyzed, so yeah, I don't know. It's just a bad situation there for Wolford. But I'm glad he's okay, and I think he's okay. And hopefully that Jared Goff will come in. Yeah, that will be the rest of it for the Rams. Again, it is weird that they decided let's go with Goff and just completely ditch, or let's go with Wolford and ditch Goff, and then even though Goff could have totally played. Toronto 2016 will never be matched. The Great Blazers Cup, Grey Cup, and MLS Cup totally counts. Yeah, that doesn't count. It's not the major three. If Rams beat the Packers somehow, are they NFC favorites? Maybe, but the Saints still might have a claim for favorites in the NFC. It still might be the Saints. I mean, right now, as I told you, it's Packers and then it's Saints and Buccaneers. So it depends. If the Rams win that game by 20, maybe people will go, all right. If the Rams beat the Packers the way the Titans beat the Ravens last year, then maybe it'll be something to think about there. How they pull that off, but. Yeah, they're showing the Patriots. They're showing the Buccaneers. I keep saying Patriots when I think of Brady, but no, it's Buccaneers. There's Brady. Oh, that was a nice touchdown to Antonio Brown. Sweet. 5 touchdowns in Antonio Brown's last 5 playoff games. So he's a beast. He's still a beast. And a nice addition there for Tampa Bay, and he has not been a total embarrassment to them. Philip Rivers needs to go. If they decide to stick with him, I'm fine with that. Otherwise, matchup is Rivers this time. I want to see what Brissett does. I want to see how he moves forward here. But for now, For now, unfortunately, it looks like you didn't get the Saints win a championship. Breeze is the second greatest quarterback. I don't know. He'd have 2 Super Bowls, but Montana has 4. Brady has 6. Bradshaw has 4, but nobody puts Bradshaw in that tier. Breeze does have all the stats records, so it's something to keep an eye on. But Breeze has never won MVP. You know what the thing about Breeze? He's never won MVP, and that shocked me when I realized that Breeze has never won MVP. So. I think Rodgers, if Rodgers wins a second Super Bowl, he'll be way up on the books because Rodgers looks like he's about to win his 3rd MVP. And truly elevate himself in terms of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And again, in a year where we thought he was going to get benched, and he just came out roaring. All the Rams needed is consistent offense, and that's the Super Bowl team. Well, they had it in 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they had that excellent offense. And then they scored 3 points in the Super Bowl, and they never reclaimed their footing. So, yeah, they're going to need that consistent offense. I don't know if that's going to, they need it here in the next couple of weeks. Again, they have the defense for it. They just don't have the offense right now. But they had the offense to win the game today against a Seattle offense that didn't show up, which is that's the problem there. 61-40. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. 61-40. Pretty good. Pretty cool. Do you think Andy Dalton's overrated? I always ask, like, overrated in terms of what? Is he a Hall of Famer? Definitely overrated, if that's the rating. But if the rating is he's, like, whatever, then, yeah, he's perfectly fine. If the rating is he's garbage, I think he's a little bit better than garbage. He's just not great. He's okay. He's been okay his whole career. Man, again, the Heineke touchdown was remarkable. The dive, that was spectacular. Don't know what happened to us today. Just a bad Seattle offense and a Rams defense that just was continued to pressure him. I'm surprised Drew Brees didn't have an NFL MVP besides winning a Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, and I'm sure if you asked him, he'd be like, he'd be disappointed, but he'd rather have the Super Bowl MVP than the NFL MVP. And I think most people would rather want the team trophy than the championship than the individual awards. I mean, you'd want the individual awards too, but the team, you always want that. If you get the MLS Cup, LA has like 4 trifectas. Sure. Do you think Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer? I agree. I think he is. I think he should be. 2 Super Bowls. I think if you win 2 Super Bowls, in my book, you automatically go into the Hall of Fame, and that includes Jim Plunkett. I think Jim Plunkett should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't like the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I get he was not the greatest quarterback in the world, but he led the Raiders to 2 Super Bowls. I think you got to put him in there. So, because winning 1 Super Bowl, okay, fine. Like Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. I mean, Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Like, there've been bad quarterbacks. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl. There've been bad quarterbacks who win a Super Bowl, but how hard is it to win 2? Now I hope the Browns can end the Charlie Sheen's Steelers tomorrow night. Yeah, for your sake, let's hope so. Don't know if that's going to be the case, but I am going to be excited to see what they can do there if the Steelers continue their just descent into just one and done. And I don't know if there's going to be Steelers fans there. I mean, the virus is just going up, up, up. So it's probably like not, I mean, the vaccine, and the good news is apparently now it looks like that, I saw a tweet earlier today that it looks like Pfizer's vaccine is effective towards that new strain in UK, so it looks like, that's going to be good. But in terms of, with the COVID there, because I want to see people at the Steelers game, but again, with all the COVID stuff, I don't know how you feel about this. Who do you think will pick up Dwayne Haskins? I don't know. I got no clue. It sounds like a Jets hire. You know who the Jets should go after? Watson. Deshaun Watson looks like he wants out of Houston, and I'm totally fine with it. I think he realized that I'm going nowhere. This organization has let me down for the last... I mean, when did he get drafted? Like 2-3 years ago? I think he realized this organization is a dumpster fire, and I got to get out of here. This is his 3rd full year, because he was in his first year was 2017, but he got hurt halfway through. So yeah, I think he just realized, like, I can't do this, man. So, this team is just not going anywhere. So I think he wants to get out, and I hope he does. But yeah, I'd love to see the Jets pick him up, because I think that's the kind of playmaker that can really help your offense there. But you need a good offensive coach. That's why I'm hoping they pick up Eric Bieniemy out of Kansas City. But we still don't know where that whole thing is going. Justin Turner. Wait, what? Oh, why? Remember, I'm a real Steelers hater, and I want Browns to end the season. Justin Thomas. Wait, so Justin Thomas. Oh gosh, cancel him. Look, I'm not, like, it's inexcusable. I'm speechless. I need to do better. I do apologize to anybody who I offended, and I'll be better because of it. The only thing I have a problem with is I'll apologize to anybody who was offended. Oh, he said I do apologize to everybody who I offended. Okay, fine. I screw up. I have to be better. Okay, I appreciate the apology, but at the same time, what caused him? Why did you decide to use a homophobic slur? He used the F one? So he missed a 4-foot putt, and he said, oh gosh, why? Dude, why? Come on, man. It's 2021. Don't say those things, please. And that makes me think that he's used it before. If he used it then on missing a putt, it makes me think he's used it before. Do better, Justin Thomas. If Watson had a choice between the Patriots and Jets, who do you think he'll pick? I would probably take the Patriots because of the offense. The graphic of Tom Brady next to George Blanda blew NFL Twitter's mind. Yeah, that did. Oldest quarterback ever to score a touchdown in a postseason game. Nick Foles was so good, but Philly then fell off. Nick Foles is always good with Philly, and then he falls off because Nick Foles is garbage everywhere else. Nick Foles can't win anywhere else except Philly. It's just a normal lesson right now. Nick Foles stinks when you don't put the Eagles uniform on him. So, it's just the way it is for Foles right now. But, so I don't know where his future. But again, that's a quarterback that won a Super Bowl, and it just shows. It sometimes proves that bad quarterbacks can win Super Bowls, but it's hard to be a bad quarterback and win 2 Super Bowls. So that's why I put Eli in there. That's why I put Jim Plunkett in there. I don't think they've made any indication they're going to put Plunkett in, but I would. Again, tell Heineke, whatever. First playoff start, 2 touchdowns. Gutsy, man. That is beast. Well done. Again, I don't know if he's the future of the NFL or anything, but you know what? I like this first game here, and Washington should hopefully take that in 2021 and look at him as maybe the quarterback of their future. Because you can't rely on Alex Smith. You can't rely on his health. The one problem with Alex Smith, even though, again, what a great story, you can't rely on him. Are you leaving? Good night, faithful baller. All right, good night, man. Hope to see you tomorrow. And we'll have 3 shows tomorrow, so hope to see you then. And then we'll do a show Monday. So a lot of shows we're working on right now, so hope to see you then. When are you going to stream again? Tomorrow. Do you think Edelman's a Hall of Famer? We've had this conversation before. Top of my head, no, but he has good stats. He's made a lot of big plays for New England. I don't know. I don't think of him. I don't think of him as a Hall of Famer. But maybe if I look at his stats, I look at him as a great receiver for New England. That's what I look at. Baltimore can upset Tennessee tomorrow. But is that even really an upset? Because I feel like Tennessee is the favorite in that game, or Baltimore is the favorite in that game. I think. I'm looking at it right now. Isn't Baltimore the favorite in that game? I thought Baltimore. I'm looking at it right now. So 1 o'clock on ABC and ESPN. So keep an eye out for that. Baltimore is, gosh, what's the spread? The 3-point favorite. So yeah, I'm looking at it. I look at Baltimore here. Yeah, I don't think it's an upset if Baltimore wins. I think it's like people are like, okay, this is the favorite one. It would have been an upset today if Washington won that game, but And again, I'm impressed that they were able to hold on for that long. Alright. You guys got anything else? 200 people showed up with us. Not all at once, but 10 people showed up at once, so it's pretty cool. Again, thank you guys for being with the show and watching us here. Edelman does have 3 Super Bowls, 4 FC titles. Yeah, but that's more of a team accomplishment. When you look at individually. He is. It is crazy. He's 3 Super Bowls. He has the same number of Super Bowls as Jerry Rice. That is remarkable to me. So, I don't know, man. He's a good receiver though. He's really helped out New England throughout the years. Been a big time player for them. So we got about 20 minutes. So yeah, if you guys have any more comments here, we'll probably go till about 12:30 unless we get a message to tell me not to. We'll go. New Orleans is a must-win over Chicago tomorrow as well. It's a must-win for both teams. I would expect New Orleans to win this game, just looking at New Orleans' skill. But even though they are without probably, they're gonna be. I think we're gonna be out with Michael Thomas, and I don't know about Kamara and all that. So, but even with that, I still think they're a better team than Chicago. So that's something to keep an eye on there. That's the CBS Nickelodeon game at 4 o'clock tomorrow, which, again, I'll be watching that on CBS. I'm sure I'm going to see people trending. Look at what they're doing in Nickelodeon. Oh, gosh. I liked Nickelodeon back in the day, but I don't want to watch football on Nickelodeon. If you want kids to watch on Nickelodeon, fine, but I'm not watching it. I'm going to watch football. And I don't know how many kids are going to watch that game and be like, I should be into football. But I guess it'll be something different, whatever. A 90s Nick I'd be fine with, but new Nick, I'm not. not really like Stafford's future unlikely with the Lions. I guess he's been there for so many years. It's just like it's not working there. What is it? He got drafted in 2009, 12 years. It's like okay, it's just not working there. He probably wants, maybe if he wants out there, I totally understand it, and wants to have one opportunity at a ring before he leaves. And I don't know if Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback on a garbage team. I don't know if he's, again, great, but I feel like he's been a good quarterback on a bad team for a decade now. Can't wait for SpongeBob to commentate. First and 10 at the 15-yard line. Bah! Sorry, that's not a great, yeah. The ads acceleration looks good, cool for it. Okay, maybe. Again, maybe you guys will like it. 90s Nick probably better, but I don't know. I just want to watch the game like an adult, but whatever. Man, what happened to me? I'm so joyless. I've lost all the childlike wonder that I've had as a kid. I don't know. It's just. I love Nickelodeon back in the day. I love SpongeBob is still my favorite cartoon series of all time. Like, it's still my favorite animated series ever. The first 3 seasons are perfection. It's just, now I just don't know about that. And again, maybe I'm being too cynical. Sorry, this last year has made me really cynical. The last year has made me think nothing matters. We're all gonna die. Like, it's just, like, I need to recapture that joy that I have, as a kid. I still kind of have it when I'm watching sports, and then when I'm watching this game today, I feel like, sports always keeps you young, in terms of that. Watching baseball always keeps you young too. So. Especially baseball, because it's 6 months. It's a grind. It's fun. We all love baseball. I feel like as a kid. Nick just isn't the place for the NFL. I do agree with you on that. NFC Wildcard game on CBS, Nickelodeon, CBS All Access. Yeah, 21 is about to get even more weird. Yeah, we didn't. Actually, I won't get into that. And yeah, CBS All Access too. Nobody has CBS All. Does anyone really have CBS All Access? Okay. I'm not gonna watch that Clarice show. You can't even use Hannibal Lecter name on Clarice. I'm not gonna bother. Wasn't there already a Clarice? No, that was a prequel, I guess, to Silence of the Lambs. But yeah, they're having the Silence of the Lambs sequel series on CBS All Access, I guess. A couple other things, like there's the Star Trek series that I don't care about. Don't really love Star Trek. Some of the movies are cool, but for the most part. But yeah, that new Star Trek series is mixed by the fans, so I don't know how to feel about it. Again, I haven't watched it, but whatever. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. I don't hate it. It's just not for me. Stafford could have gone further in 2014. Yeah, they were good in 2014. I'm actually in a couple days. Again, spoiler for a project I'm working on in a couple weeks. But I'm gonna go back and watch the 2014 season again. I gotta go back and see if Detroit was a good team that year. But if I remember correctly, I think they were. They were in the NFC Wildcard game and they lost to Dallas on that heartbreaking. I think it was I don't have CBS All Access. I don't know if anybody. There's too many streaming services. There's way too many streaming services. Like Netflix and Disney Plus, I'm cool with. Amazon, alright, fine. After that, sorry, again, I'm not buying Peacock. I'm not gonna watch, even for Full House or not Full House, The Office. I'm not gonna pay for The Office or monthly. I'm just gonna buy the DVDs. I'm not watching the Saved by the Bell. Even though I love Saved by the Bell, I'm not watching the reboot. They're doing a Punky Brewster reboot. Why? Is this fan base that big that I've got to see what happened to Punky Brewster, man? I gotta see what happened to her. They have Discovery Plus. There's too many. The CBS All Access it just doesn't. I liked it when it was just Netflix and that was it. But all these companies want their own. It's too many. I didn't HBO Max no. So I have to find out. I guess I have to wait till DVD to find out what happened to Wonder Woman 1984. But I know what happened in that movie. I just it didn't get great reviews. This has now become the Frankie rants at things. Frankie rants at pop culture part of the show. But CBS All Access, whatever. Again, they're showing the Colts Bills highlights. Nice touchdown there. And again, I'm so glad they had fans in the stands today for the Bills game. Even if it wasn't that many, I'm so glad they had fans in there. They had people to watch the game, to enjoy it. I'm so glad that we at least got that. 61-41. Thank you guys. Again, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Look, I'm not going to be growing like PewDiePie, but again, I do appreciate how you guys help me. Netflix is DOJ. Yeah, of course. That was the first big one, and then, I prefer HBO on TV. Yeah. HBO's got great TV. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy HBO Max. There is one thing I do want to buy on HBO Max. They have a documentary series on. They have a documentary on Action Park, which is this. If you've never been in New Jersey, Action Park was this crazy water park in New Jersey in the '80s, and it was just ridiculous. It was the most dangerous. It was called Traction Park, Class Action Park, because it was just so there were so many injuries and deaths there. It was a wild amusement park, and so that might be one I got. I might want to watch that. Because I have a special place in my heart. But even though I didn't go there, my family went there when they were younger. But yeah, I didn't. But I love hearing the stories about that place. Just Google Action Park, New Jersey stories, and you will see the craziest things. They're all true. They want you to pay $20 a month per service, and they want you to have like 15 services. Exactly. There's just too much money. That's why I like to stick to Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon, and then I'll just if there's a series or something that I really want to buy, I'll just rent it or buy out the DVDs. There's this thing called DVDs, folks. Get them. They're important. There's something nice about having a DVD. You can watch whatever you want, whenever you want, and you don't have to worry about it getting pulled off the streaming service. So yeah, it's again just first world problems. I get it, but so we got about 15 more minutes here. They're showing again that fumble that the Bills had late in the game where they almost lost the ball, and if they had lost the ball, Indianapolis would have gotten it, and that would have just Indianapolis may have won the game if that happened, but didn't happen there. But yeah. So, again, trying to think here. We got about 15 more minutes here. Happy with the Bills fans coming back to watch a playoff game in person when their team won. I'm happy for them too. I'm happy they got to see that. And this might be actually no. They probably have at least one more playoff game after this. So I'm happy for them that they get to see this. And I'm glad that Bills Mafia, which we haven't seen all year, got to come out and throw themselves through tables again since Bills Mafia. I only got Netflix and Prime. That's cool. Again, I have Disney Plus as well. We're huge Disney fans here, so I'd love to be able to have that whole collection on one service. That's pretty nice. After that, they were really all take it or leave it. All these other shows. But again, this game was serviceable. This game was cool between Washington and Tampa Bay. It was nice, and again we got to start making performance out of it. So. And this whole day, again, was really cool, really interesting. The first of these 3 wildcard games on one day. There was something nice about that. You had a game at 1, a game at 4, a game at 8. My whole day was taken up. So I'm glad about that. And tomorrow we get to do the same thing. It's like the first day. It's like the first 2 days of March Madness are the best days. I'm mad I'm losing in Madden. Sorry, man. Hopefully you get better at it. Or just ditch the game if you can't take it anymore. I love, the first 2 days of March Madness are, maybe my 2 favorite days in the entire sports year besides the Super Bowl, because it's just nonstop day excitement, nonstop games. My mom's doing better. She's getting a lot better from the money. Thank you for the prayers. Still happy to hear, man. I'm glad your mom's doing better, and prayers up to her. Hope she's doing all right, man. But yeah, it is something nice about the whole day. We got games, and that's what we love about the NFL usually. I heard the Andre the Giant documentary is really good. I heard that's awesome. I love Andre the Giant too, especially in The Princess Bride. He's so good in The Princess Bride. That whole movie is near perfection, but yeah, he's that movie is so the supporting characters in that movie are just awesome. But yeah, I like that. I mean, I'm trying to think what's my favorite documentary of all time. Hoop Dreams is pretty awesome. I don't know what my favorite one is, but there's a lot of great documentaries out there. So that was the longest. So that was the 4th longest drought between playoff wins in NFL history. What the Bills did. I mean, the longest was the Cardinals. They went 52 years. So yeah, that was the longest one. When does March Madness start this year? I thought it started in March. It does start in March this year. It's going to start in March. It's reported. It's going to happen all in Indiana. I actually think they're going to make it through the whole season. We got 2 months to go. Look at my non-existent watch. We got about 2 months to go. I think they're going to make it. It's going to be a bumpy road, but I think they're going to make it. We're going to have those games, and we're going to have March Madness back, and that makes me happy. And they're going to hopefully be safe. By the way, the NBA's got some COVID problems. I get it. I am kind of upset with people on Twitter saying, the NBA season's going disastrously. It's it's only really been this week. It's only been the last couple days. For the most part, it's gone on fine. The NBA may need to suspend the games for just a couple days here to just at least let everybody, to get everybody off guard here. I'm actually fine with, games having, 6-7 players in it. For the rounds of hey, if you get COVID, if you get COVID, this is what you get. I'm just worried about it spreading from player to player. That's what I'm worried about. Andre the Giant won his class. Yeah, I heard that one's. Awesome. I mean, I love the 30 for 30 for awesome. Speaking of the NFL, the Bills 30 for 30 was really good. There've been a lot of good 30 for 30s out there. And I'm okay with the documentary. This is the one thing. I heard there's a recent documentary that came out. I forgot what it was. Oh, we were watching the documentary, Netflix had it, about the Challenger explosion. And they said, oh, there's no new information. I'm cool with the documentary, no new information. As long as it's a good recap of what happened, I'm cool with it. I don't need new information. Like, just give me a nice recap of everything that happened. So yeah, the Challenger documentary on Netflix. Check that one out. There's a couple other... We got movie recommendations now. We've gotten so bored. We're talking about other things here. We got about 10 minutes. Yeah, premiered in spring 2018. Yeah. So we got about 10 more minutes here. So again, if you guys want to keep talking about stuff, we got about 16, 17 people watching us right now. And again, if you're watching right now and like you don't comment, comment. Like I love to hear from you guys. Like, don't be shy. Love to hear from all of you guys. Talking, commenting, saying whatever, because I just love being able to enjoy talking to you guys about whatever the heck it is that you guys want to talk about here. It's a nice way to connect with your audience. I like talking to my audience, so it's cool. Frank Wright, 4th down decision on first half was a strong go. Yeah, just kick the field goal, dude. Frank Wright kicked the field goal. Again, trying to think of exact plot points here to pick up from this game. Late in this game, I thought Washington was going to pull it off, and then the Tampa Bay field goal made me really feel like, okay, Tampa Bay's probably going to pull this off. And they almost got that long Hail Mary on 4th down. They almost got it, but Tampa Bay was able to bat it away, and they were able to hold off for the win. So, yeah, good for them. But again, I'm not angry that HBO Max is better than Netflix. I've heard some good things from HBO Max. I mean, it has that Wonder Woman movie, which I heard is not very good, but I heard it's fine. If you use the stats and facts, you'll get a good documentary. I agree. That's all. Make sure documentaries are accurate. Tyler Hero is the future. Again, he's a really solid player for Miami. Love how he's blossomed here in his first 2 years in the league, and excited to see what he does going forward. But yeah, good job here for Miami. But yeah. I mean, again, I enjoy Netflix more, but yeah, HBO Max right here has got a nice. I brought that documentary film on YouTube from my original YouTube account. Oh yeah, it's cool. There's a couple things on YouTube I should buy. I don't buy anything off YouTube. I don't buy barely anything. Gosh, so 7-8 more minutes here to really break down this game. And yeah, there's nothing really. Again, we talked about the big plays. The rushing touchdown was cool. Both Heineke's plays, Heineke, whatever. Heineke, I believe his name is. I can't pronounce it too well. Again, he had a solid first game in his NFL. Solid, good first playoff game. And I'm excited to see what else he does. It's the best streaming service. Again, I know it probably has The Sopranos. Oh, that's what I don't know if HBO Max has it next year. I guess they're going to have that Many Saints. I may have to buy the HBO Max thing for the Many Saints of Newark. Because Sopranos is one of my favorite shows ever. I just adore that show. That's a weird way to say about The Sopranos, but I love that show, so I may have to buy HBO Max for that. And In the Heights. I'm looking forward to In the Heights as well. There's maybe a couple other things. Because next year, we don't know what movies they're going to be in theaters, on the streaming services. We don't know. But I'm starting to think now that movie theaters might make it. Now that the vaccine is here, now we're having a problem getting the vaccine in people's arms. But if we get the vaccine, then maybe movie theaters can make it, but maybe not. Who knows? What am I saying? But and also I did not buy ESPN. I know ESPN Plus. I didn't buy that either. I already have enough ESPN. I have the 2 channels. I don't need anything else. Heineke's a good quarterback. He'll be a starter next season with a new name. I don't think. Maybe just an easier to pronounce name, Heineke. Yeah. Maybe I'll start next year. It all is HBO content. Cartoon Network I do like. The WB movies. Yeah, DC. Okay, fine. Old DC. New DC I'm not really a big fan of, but old DC I like that. So yeah. Just I don't really have much else. I don't have much else to add about the game itself. I'm trying to think if there's another takeaway. Again, the greatness of Tom Brady. Don't get the vaccine. My dad took it. Now he's sick. Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not related. I'm hoping it's not related, but I just want this to go away, man. I want COVID to go away. You know me, man. But the whole, the greatness of Tom Brady, again, the fact that this guy has been around for so many years, and the fact that he continues to win these games and get into the playoffs every year is just, even last year, a Patriots team that stunk and he got into the playoffs. He's amazing. He is an amazing, amazing quarterback. Shazam is good. I like Shazam. Shazam and Wonder Woman are the only 2 DC movies that the new ones that I liked. Those are the only 2. The rest of them, Man of Steel, no. Batman v Superman, no. Suicide Squad, no. Aquaman, no. Justice League, no. The 4-hour cut of Justice League, no way. No, I didn't like that movie. I didn't watch the Justice League and go, you know what, this movie needs to be longer. Go on and watch The Flash. Good night. Okay, yeah, that's a nice series, I hear. So yeah, good night, Jelly Rush. Hope to see you tomorrow, Jelly Rush. Hope to see you tomorrow for the rest of these games here. But yeah, people are like tuning into the live stream and then tuning out when they realize we're not talking about football. If you want to see us talk about football, you should have watched the first 10 minutes. Oh yeah, Joker was nice. You know what? I will say this. I wasn't the hugest fan of Joker when I first saw it, but now like I'm not going to spoil the ending of Joker, but the ending of Joker and the way it tied into what happened a couple days ago, it is amazingly like they are so like it's amazing how that predicted the future. I feel like I want to get Disney Plus out by down there because I want to see Mandalorian's great. Mandalorian is a fantastic series. I like season 1 better than season 2, but season 2 was still pretty good. And they got a bunch of other stuff there in Disney Plus. I mean, they got that WandaVision show, which comes out next week, I think, the WandaVision show, which I hear is good. Brady had second touchdown this season, already proven he's not a system quarterback. Yeah. Although this is a pretty good system, too, you know. But we'll never be able to get that whole proof of whether or not he was a system quarterback because he was in a different time. And by the way, I really don't care about the whole system quarterback thing because we can't really prove it. We can't, like... It's kind of worthless. Like we can only talk about Tom Brady. We can only talk about Tom Brady in the era that he played in and on the team he played in. And on the team that he played in the system that he played in, he was amazing. Zack Snyder ruined DC, overrated director. No, we agree. You know, I like 300 though. I love 300. I always love 300. But other than that, and Watchmen was fine. But other than that, just bad movie after bad movie. No, again, I don't want 4 hours of Justice League. No way. I don't watch these movies like Justice League, and I'm like, I want this to be longer. No, I want it to be shorter. The only reason I kept Disney Plus was for The Mandalorian. There's a couple other good things. There's the whole Disney library, which I like. And yeah, I'm excited to see WandaVision. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but like I like the aesthetic of it. I like the format of WandaVision. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I like the idea of it. Also, if you watch WandaVision, try to figure out when it goes from pre-COVID to post-COVID, because I want to try to figure it out, because it started filming pre-COVID, and it ended filming post-COVID, so I want to see if we can tell the difference between pre and post. I'll try to keep an eye on that, for sure. So we got about 2-3 minutes here. Yeah, for this game here tonight, this was just solid performance from Tampa Bay. Please don't spoil the show. I only saw the first 2 episodes. Oh, no, okay, I won't spoil it. All right, I'm going to go to bed. I'm dead tired. Good night. All right. I did not spoil it, because I was about to casually spoil it, but yeah, like, thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't. So yeah, go watch it. It's a darn good show. And watch the ending credits for season 2, for the final episode. Okay, so I'm trying to think here. Oh yeah, this game. Tampa Bay did what they had to do here. Washington made this game closer than I thought it would be. They made it more competitive than I thought it would be. They made it more interesting. They made it more exciting. And again, that goes to the quarterback there. But Tampa Bay did what they had to do, man. They did what they needed to do. Their offense continues to be nice. Brady gets great stuff out of Antonio Brown. And, Fournette's nice. Brady, again, continues to be, at this age, still a great quarterback. It's amazing to watch. It's incredible to watch. And you just sit there and you're just in awe of what this Tampa Bay team and what Tom Brady can do still at this age. So Washington, I don't blame them. Like, they were a bad team. It was, they were the bad team, the best bad team in a bad division. We kind of knew this would happen, but a great job out of them. We'll see what they go for next year. And for Tampa Bay, they keep moving forward here, and if their offense can keep playing like this, maybe they can be contenders here in the NFC Championship game. But yeah, fun first day here in the NFL Super Wildcard weekend, and tomorrow hopefully will be just as fun. I hope WandaVision is good. It looks iffy. My sister said the same thing. She's like, I don't know about WandaVision. I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. I can't hate it. Maybe it'll be bad, but I like the idea of it. So I want to see it as well. It's coming this Friday. Yeah, gotta keep an eye on that. What are predictions for tomorrow's game? I don't even want to give predictions because my predictions have been so awful all season long that I really don't want to waste my time doing predictions on that. But yeah, whatever. I'll go Browns. I'll say Titans cover the spread, and I'll say the Bears cover the spread. Good night, Amy. All right, good night, guys. Good night, Phoenix. Good night, Max. Thank you all for watching it, Jelly. All you guys that watched the show here tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being with me all day. Thank you guys so much. If you are new to this channel and you like what you see, who do Bucks play next? Oh, Ranch, you come in just at the end. Nice to see you, man. And nice job with your Rams. If I don't know if the Rams are your team, but if they are, nice job. We don't know yet. We'll have to find out tomorrow. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content and more streaming services reviews every single week. We'll be back tomorrow. We have 3 videos tomorrow after every game. We'll be back tomorrow after the Titans-Ravens game at 4 o'clock. We'll be back after Bears-Saints at 8 o'clock. That game starts at 4. We'll be back at 8 o'clock. And we'll be back after Browns-Steelers. That game's at 8. We'll be back on at 11. We'll have all 3 of those shows tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Night Max. I'm hungry. Night Ranch. Yeah, I want the Browns to kill the Steelers. We'll see if they do that. I don't know if they will. Chargers, but go away, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to make sure, because I get confused sometimes with you and Niso. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and God bless. Congrats to the Buccaneers on a big win here today as they move on to the NFC Divisional Playoffs. Bye! Thanks for watching Day 1 of Super Wildcard Weekend. See you